The 3 dairy foods destroying your joints after 60. Stop eating these.
You reach for a glass of milk thinking it's healthy. You snack on cheese believing it strengthens bones. You enjoy ice cream as an occasional treat. But what if these innocent dairy choices are secretly destroying your joints? I know this sounds shocking. We've been told dairy builds strong bones and supports healthy aging. But here's what most seniors don't realize. Certain dairy foods trigger chronic inflammation that makes joint pain worse, not better. Right now, millions of seniors unknowingly eat 3 specific dairy foods that feed inflammatory fire in their joints. These aren't exotic foods. They're in your refrigerator, consumed daily by people thinking they're making healthy choices. The cruel irony? You reach for these foods believing they'll help your bones and joints, but with every bite, you're actually making pain worse. After 60, your joints fight a losing battle. Cartilage that cushioned bones has thinned over decades. Your body produces less natural joint lubricants. Most importantly, your immune system has slowed significantly. When you were 30, joint irritation healed quickly. Now, inflammation sticks around longer, sometimes becoming chronic. Foods that never bothered you before can trigger pain lasting days or weeks. Your immune system has changed too. It's more sensitive, more likely to overreact to foods it once handled fine. When your immune system gets triggered, joints pay the price through increased swelling, stiffness, and pain. But here's hope. Much joint pain isn't inevitable aging. Significant inflammation destroying your joints comes from daily food choices. Change what you eat and dramatically reduce your pain. The connection between dairy and joint inflammation is real science about how your aging body processes proteins and fats. When eating certain dairy, your digestive system breaks down proteins like casein and whey. As you age, digestion becomes less efficient. Sometimes these proteins don't completely break down. Instead, they trigger your immune system to treat them like foreign invaders. This immune response spreads throughout your body, creating inflammation that settles in joints. Your immune system attacks dairy proteins and sometimes your own joint tissue through mistaken identity. Many dairy foods contain saturated fats that directly promote inflammation. These fats trigger production of inflammatory chemicals called prostaglandins, causing pain and swelling like an injury. If joints already deal with age-related inflammation, wrong dairy foods throw fuel on burning fire. Respected medical institutions studied this connection for years. The Physicians' Committee for Responsible Medicine found clear links between certain dairy consumption and increased joint inflammation. Seniors eliminating specific dairy foods experienced measurable arthritis symptom improvements. A Journal of Nutrition study following 40,000 adults for 11 years found those consuming high amounts of certain dairy had significantly higher inflammatory blood markers, the same markers associated with joint pain and stiffness. Arthritis Foundation research showed seniors making specific dairy changes saw dramatic joint pain reductions within 4 weeks. You might panic thinking you must abandon all dairy forever, but not all dairy affects joints the same way. Some dairy products can be part of joint-friendly diets when chosen carefully. Others are inflammatory bombs triggering pain and stiffness that ruins days and limits activities. The key is knowing which dairy foods are friends versus enemies. The 3 I'll reveal are worst offenders, consistently showing up in research as biggest joint inflammation triggers in seniors. The first joint destroyer might shock you: whole milk, including milk in coffee, poured over cereal, or drunk by glass. Whole milk packs saturated fat, about 5 grams per cup. Regular whole milk consumption floods your system with inflammatory fats, traveling directly to joints. It contains high levels of casein protein in the most inflammatory form. Many seniors drink multiple glasses daily thinking they're building stronger bones. Research shows joint inflammation often outweighs bone benefits. Whole milk proteins trigger immune responses, causing joints to swell and ache for hours or days. If morning stiffness seems worse after milk with breakfast or joint pain flares seemingly randomly, daily milk habit could be the hidden culprit. The second destroyer is even more common: cheese. particularly aged and processed varieties like cheddar, Swiss, and American cheese. Cheese is concentrated milk, packing inflammatory proteins and fats into small, easy-to-overeat portions. 1 ounce of aged cheddar contains more inflammatory compounds than an entire cup of milk. Processed cheeses are worse, loaded with additives, preservatives, and extra sodium, triggering inflammatory responses throughout your body. These chemicals don't just cause temporary inflammation, they keep joints in constant irritation. Many seniors snack on cheese thoughtlessly throughout the day. Small amounts add up to massive inflammatory loads, keeping joints constantly aching. The third shocking destroyer is ice cream and sweetened dairy desserts. Ice cream delivers a triple assault on joints. It contains inflammatory dairy proteins, sugar triggering inflammatory responses, and the sugar-dairy fat combination creates advanced glycation end products, compounds directly damaging joint tissue. Sugar causes blood sugar spikes, triggering inflammatory chemical release called cytokines. These travel through the bloodstream, settling in joints, causing pain and stiffness lasting days or weeks. Small premium ice cream servings contain 15 to 20 grams saturated fat, more than an entire day's worth for optimal joint health. But here's good news. You don't need deprivation. Delicious alternatives actually help heal joints instead of harming them. Replace whole milk with unsweetened plant alternatives like almond, oat, or cashew milk. These provide creamy texture without inflammatory proteins. Many are calcium and vitamin D fortified for bone benefits. Replace inflammatory cheeses with small amounts of fresh, unaged options like cottage cheese or ricotta. Explore cashew-based cheese alternatives or use avocado for creamy richness. For sweet cravings, try Nice Cream from frozen bananas blended with plant milk. Enjoy fresh berries with coconut whipped cream. Satisfy cravings while fighting inflammation. Add healing foods like wild-caught salmon, providing omega-3 fats, actively reducing joint inflammation. Leafy greens, berries, and nuts contain powerful compounds calming immune systems and protecting joints. Your joint health is entirely in your hands. Every meal offers an opportunity to feed inflammation or fight it. The 3 dairy destroyers, whole milk, aged cheese, and ice cream, don't have to control your comfort and mobility. Small changes create dramatic improvements. Many seniors notice significant morning stiffness and daily joint pain reductions within weeks of simple swaps. Your body wants to heal. Stop feeding inflammation holding it back. This isn't about perfection or never enjoying favorites again. It's making informed choices, prioritizing long-term comfort and movement freedom. You deserve waking up feeling good, moving without pain, maintaining independence for years. If this helped connect the dots between diet and joint pain, please share with struggling friends and family. A like helps more seniors discover life-changing insights. Subscribe for more practical health tips for life after 60. Comment which dairy destroyer you'll cut first. You deserve living golden years with comfort, vitality, and freedom from truly healthy joints.